back to another video of That Car Life, and today we're revealing my new project car. Alright guys, so this car I have in front of you right here is one of the most underrated cars that you can buy on the market today. And this car is a Hyundai Tiburon, or if you're from overseas, it's also called a Tuscany. But yeah, this thing, I'm absolutely in love with it. It's actually... What are you doing here?
Car?
What?
What did you just... It's your car, your project car. Sorry guys, this is my daily, so...
I've been called out by ThatCarLife Support, guys. It's actually ThatCarLife Supports new car. And sorry about the wind noise, guys. We're going to try and speak up a little bit. So ThatCarLife Support, what is this car?
This is a 2006
Yes.
Tiburon.
Nice. Did I say it wrong before?
Yeah, you did. You said Tiburon.
I said Tiburon, like an American.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I don't know. But they're actually also called Tuscany.
So ThatCarLife Support's had this car for a while, but due to the Sydney lockdowns and everything like that, we kind of like held this, you know, reveal video for a while. We were just waiting, you know, for lockdown to end so we could actually go somewhere to film. So here it is. It's a bit delayed, but we're going to reveal the car right now for you guys. So what are the fun bits about this car? Like what's your favorite things about this car?
It's a 6-speed manual, 2.7 litre V6, and I'll show you the best part.
Wow, you can read the brochure. Wait, so you're showing us the best part of this car?
Yeah. I didn't do this, the previous owner did, which I'm very thankful for because I would have done it anyway.
Okay. Can you open it?
Wait. Did it?
Here we go.
We have a pod filter.
Oof. Oof. It's got a super cheap pod filter. No, it's hydraulic, it's not going to fall.
Oh.
Alright, so pretty much the only mod to this car is the pod filter, is that
Pretty
right?
much.
So the car's pretty much bone stock except for the pod, but I'm going to be completely honest with you, this car sounds insane with the pod filter, and we're going to show you guys some clips of that later on. But yeah, it's a 2.7 litre V6. This thing's got a lot of torque, it's nice and peppy, and I'm telling you guys, it's one of the most underrated cars you can purchase right now. So I see you've got some stickers here as well, ThatCarLife Support. What have you got?
So we obviously have to have the basic ThatCarLife sticker.
Did you just say basic? That is not basic.
I didn't mean basic. And then I just got a Korean sticker of eBay.
And that's because the car's KDM.
KDM.
And speaking of KDM, what's coming for this car that's including KDM?
So in about 2 weeks time, I've ordered plates. So if you guys see me around, I am 01
Actually,
KDM.
they should follow your Instagram, which we're going to put right here, which is
01 KDM with an extra M because KDM was taken.
Yeah, one of the good things about this car, it's a 2-door coupe, nice and sporty, and it's got like, the interior is really, really nice. I think ThatCarLife Support's also got a little love heart JDM train handle in here. That's nice. Yeah, so we've got some just some Tuscany seatbelt covers.
Yeah.
They're kind of like...
They came from America.
Nice. And you've also got Tuscany on the badge on the wheel there. But yeah, the interior is really nice, really comfortable, like full leather bucket seats, guys, like really nice material. And you know, it's you wouldn't really think a Hyundai would have something as luxurious and sporty and, you know, and comfortable as this. Like, it's shocked. Like when you're sitting in this car, it's comfortable, guys, and it feels like you're in a sports car. These really do tuck you in. And if you actually sit in the car, it's also got these gauges from the factory, like you've got torque and like voltage, fuel consumption, all that stuff. And it also has a hectic 6-speed manual as well. The car needs a clean, but ThatCarLife Support wasn't that fast on getting it clean before the video.
Well, it has been raining in my defense.
That's true. It has. This is like one of the only days that hasn't been raining. But yeah, look, this thing, 6-speed manual, like really nice sporty interior. Like even if you're sitting in here, it sits nice and low. Huge sunroof as well, massive sunroof. Like, this is a nice car, and these things go for about what, 5-6 grand at the moment. Like,
actually some are going from 5 to 10.
You can pick up these for around 5 to 6 grand. I mean, you can get a really good quality one for like 7 to 10 grand, but you know, you can get one, you know, maybe with a bit higher kilometers that's a bit cheaper. But guys, it's such a good car. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this for a drive, and we're gonna, yeah, see what it's like to drive this car. All right guys, so as I said earlier, this car is a 2.7 litre V6 and it's got 135 kilowatts. Now that's not too bad, you know, for a car that you can pick up for around 5 to 6 grand. Pretty damn good, not gonna lie. Like, this thing is a sports car. Like, you may think twice about a Hyundai, but this thing is a sports car. Oh yeah. I hope you guys can hear that, because this car, it sounds good, you know, like it has a proper V6 sound. Like sometimes when I hear this thing, I honestly mistake it for like a 350Z or like an Infiniti G35 or something like that. Like it has that, it's fucking cyclist, sorry guys, I can't deal with cyclists. Now this car is torquey as, like when you take off on the lights, this thing will actually keep up with or even beat, you know, a lot of the popular cars. Like this thing has beaten 8.6s, BRZs, cars like that off the lights, and I'm not even joking you. And in the passenger seat, or even when you're driving it, this car throws you back when you give it a hit. And you know, for a Hyundai, it's insane. You wouldn't think of, like I drive an S15, you know, and I still think that this car's crazy fun and really peppy and torquey as well, and that's saying something. So as you guys may know, the prices on JDM cars at the moment are shooting through the roof. We're talking everything from Hondas, you know, with B series conversions and VTEC going, you know, for over $10,000, where, you know, a couple years ago you could pick one up for 5 grand or less. We're talking Silvias over 40 grand, GTST Skylines over 20. Like everything is just shooting through the roof. Nowadays in this current market, it's really hard to find a car that's affordable, you know, around 5 grand, 6 grand, something like that, that you can have that's, you know, fun, gives you that same kind of excitement and stuff like that, something that sounds good, that's something that's respectful as well. It's really difficult, but having a car like this, a Tiberion, you know, it's very
Tiberion?
A Tiberion. I keep saying Tiberion, so
I don't know why.
I know. The fact that you can pick one of these up for like 5 to 6 grand in today's current market is really good, and these things are incredibly underrated and rare. Not many people know the potential these things have and just how fun they are to drive. Like for example, like you wouldn't expect a Hyundai to sound like this good.
She just gave you a dirty.
That's right, we're in a Hyundai and it sounds like a 350Z. That's insane. Like, who would have thought? And you can pick one up for like even 350Zs. 350Zs have gone through the roof crazy with prices. And you can buy a Hyundai that, you know, is good looking, manual, sporty bucket seats, V6, sounds like a 350Z for more than half the price. Like, and you can have just as much fun. Like obviously it's not rear-wheel drive, but still, you know, it's pretty damn good, and most people sleep on these cars. So if just from the factory, these things sound really good, as you could just hear. Like have a listen to this, it sounds good. Like that sounds so good, and that's just a pod filter only. Like with an exhaust, these things open up even more and sound even better. So, you know, the sky's the limit with these kind of cars. So another really awesome thing about the TB, right, is it's such a rare car, and it actually turns heads, you know. I'm not even gonna lie, this car in its stock form turns heads. We've taken this thing to Brighton a few times since, you know, Freedom Day, and it's opened up. We've done a few laps through there, and I'm being serious, like in its stock form with just the pod filter and just how it looks, it turns head. People look at this car. Yeah, that's a really good thing. And you know, if you do pick up a car like this, which, yeah, as I said, you can pick one up 5 to 6 grand around there. If you want a really clean, near stock, perfect example, such as this one, you could get one for around 7 to 10 around there. But the fact that you can get something that is V6, manual, bucket seats, sporty, got gauges, huge sunroof, and something that turns heads and is fun to drive, like, you can't beat it. Like in today's market, with all the prices going up, you guys have got to stop sleeping on Tibis and Tiberions, and you guys got to pick one up. Like, and we're going to show a lot on this channel on the potential of this car. We have exhaust coming on this car very, very soon. That's going to be in one of the next videos, and we're just going to do things to this car to try and, yeah, see what kind of potential this car has, and see how much better we can make it look and sound and stuff like that. It's definitely one of the most underrated cars on the market right now. I just can't get over it, guys. Like, this car sounds so good. Like, just listen to this. That sounds good. It sounds like a 350Z. I'm being serious. I've shown friends like sound clips of this car, and they listen to it and they're like, oh, that's a 350Z. And I'm like, no, it's a Tibi. And they're like, what? So it's definitely like, it's got so much potential, and I can't believe that you can buy something like this for so cheap. Like, have another listen, guys. It just sounds amazing. Listen to this. You cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. Let's hear that V6 open up. Wow, guys, what a car. Like, I still can't believe this is a Hyundai. You can't believe it. Like, it shocks me that this car's a Hyundai. It's insane. But yeah, guys, like Top Gear even drove this car, and Richard Hammond, when he reviewed it, said this thing reminds him of a Ferrari, and he couldn't get over how sporty, and he freaked out that it's a Hyundai, you know. And it's the same thing that you'll get when you drive this car.
It's meant to look like a shark.
Yeah, and the whole design of this car.
It's up to the tip you're on.
Oh, listen to that. It sounds so good. Just a pod filter. I can't even imagine how good this will sound with an
I
exhaust.
cannot wait for the exhaust.
Same here. But as ThatCarLife Support just said, the actual design of this car it's all based off a shark, like a kind of shark look. And you can kind of see it with like the grills, and even the badges have like shark little hooks and stuff like that. So it's a pretty interesting design, not gonna lie. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let ThatCarLife Support take over and drive and tell you guys what it's like to actually own this car, because she's owned this car for a few months now, and she'll give you guys a first-hand, you know, kind of point of view on what it's like to actually daily drive and own this car. So we'll cross over to ThatCarLife Support. Right, guys, and here's another thing as well. You guys probably realize that this means ThatCarLife Support is daily driving a manual car, which is insane. So if you guys remember the video when she drove the S15, which I'll put right here, there was a lot of stores and a lot of funny moments there, but as you can see now, she is confidently driving a manual car on a daily basis, which, yeah, big round of applause to ThatCarLife Support.
Thank you.
Give a little like, comment and subscribe for ThatCarLife Support daily driving manual. Yeah, tell us what it's like to daily drive this car.
Okay, so I'll be honest, it's pretty fun. Like, okay,
It sounds good. It sounds
I
sick.
can have some fun in it, and when I want to
go through Brighton and Lapa and turn every head. We can go past Bay Vista, you know, standard.
It's not like I'm driving a shopping trolley, but at the same time, I still wish that like my mods could come sooner.
But we are doing exhaust very, very soon.
Yeah. Another thing about this car is I do not stress not one bit. I think the reliability in this is like 100%.
Yeah, I did a bit of research on this car, and a lot of people were talking about just how reliable it is.
Yeah, so I have no stress like wherever I go with this car. All my previous cars, I've had a lot of boxes, and out of all of them, this is the best one yet. I'm so happy. We'll give you guys a little pull.
Let's see ThatCarLife Support do a little pull. Wow. Whoa, damn.
Sorry, people.
Guys, this thing, it sounds good, and it throws you back in your seat. Like, my head was like that the whole time. But seriously, guys, I never properly like knew about Tiberions until, you know, I started having a ride in this and having a few drives of this. Like, I can't get over these cars. They're so fun.
They are.
Like,
I actually love the feel of it. Like, it's so smooth on the road. I love how it does turn hands, because like a bit of attention does give a lot of compliments. Jordan has a video of obviously me doing a pull, and not long ago he's like, hey babe, what car do you think this is? And it was actually my car, and I was like, oh, that's a 350Z. Then he shows me the video, and I'm like, oh no way, that was my car.
and it was her car.
So I do love how it sounds very like
Grunty, and it sounds like a proper V6.
Yeah, so that's why I'm so excited for the exhaust, because I'm not just getting one cannon, I'm getting two.
Yeah, because this thing actually has a dual exhaust on the back, so we're going to get two HKS high power cannons welded on. We've already got the exhaust, it's just a matter of like going and getting them put on.
Yeah.
But we're going to do that very soon, so yeah, it's definitely going to open this car up a lot more than it is now.
I do have some big plans with this car, so obviously in maybe few years time, my dad and I are thinking of supercharging.
That would be cool.
Just to see, like, we don't know for sure, we might see how we go.
But why supercharger over turbo?
Because I would do a turbo, I would prefer a turbo, but the engine bay just doesn't have room for a turbo.
Yeah.
Whereas a supercharger, it's just one thing.
Yeah, it is very tight in the engine bay.
It's just way easier to do a supercharger on these type of cars. I have seen a lot of people turbo them and they look amazing. I really wish I could turbo, but I have seen a lot of them supercharged as well, and they are amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty unique. Not many people supercharge their cars, you know, in this day and age. So down the track in the future, it would be pretty cool to see that on this car.
So if any of you guys are actually thinking of buying one, I highly recommend them. They're so reliable, they look amazing, they sound and they feel amazing.
So good, and it's cheap. Like on today's market, it's cheap.
So it may not be a JDM, but it's a KDM.
We're starting new trends on ThatCarLife, alright? Bring KDM to the same like level as JDM.
It won't be at the same level, but it is still good.
Alright guys, so I really hope you enjoyed that video on Antonia or ThatCarLife Support's new Tiberion. And I really hope...
Tiburon!
Tiburon TV, whatever, okay. And yeah, like I really wanted to show you guys just how underrated that these cars really are and how fun they are, how good they sound. I really hope this video will give you like another option if you're looking for, you know, a new car that's budget friendly and yeah, good to drive. The next video in this car is going to be putting the exhaust on, which I'm crazy excited about.
I'm excited about.
Yeah, it's going to be so good. If you guys want to see what this car sounds like with really nice exhaust on it, definitely give us a subscribe and check out one of the next videos coming up. So quick update on the Lancer race spray, guys. I know I've like delayed an upload for that like recently, but the main reason is the weather has been just crazy terrible recently, pouring rain, hail, so I haven't had much time to work on it, but the holes in the roof are fully filled in and primed. Yeah, so it just needs a bit of prep work and we can fully respray the car, but I'll give you guys a proper update in the next video. But yeah, the Lancer respray is a little bit delayed, but we're definitely going to be doing it soon. And now that lockdown's over, there's crazy mods coming on the S15 very soon as well. I'm going to be doing regular uploads. We've got content on this car. We've got content coming for the Silvia, for the Lancer. We've got regular content coming for you guys on all these different cars. So yeah, I'm really excited and I'm keen to bring it to you guys as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that for more. And we'll see you guys next time on
That Car Life.